It's absurd how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Moser, Lombardi, and Kane.
Would you rather have Al Horford or Jonas Valanciunas as a member of the Nuggets?
Right now, I'd rather have a sewer rat than Jonas Valanciunas.
I don't want somebody who doesn't want to play here.
I don't either.
I'd take a rabid sewer rat sitting on the bench in a cage
But what if
over
you
this
hear,
guy.
What if you hear different? What if it was just an agent mix-up? What if his intentions are
He was
far
an agent
different?
mix-up. Yeah, his agent's a real moron.
I'm just saying.
Well,
what
yeah, he
what
is.
if?
It sounds
let him
like-
speak. Let him
'cause-
speak first. What
Right.
if what he has to say is much different than what you're hearing?
The report is that the agent told the Greek team, but not the Nuggets, right? He told the Greek team, like, hey, yeah, man, Jonas is thinking about coming and playing for you guys. But then he never told the Nuggets that
Well-
Jonas is thinking about going overseas.
Sounds like he has two agents. He has Jeffrey Schwartz, who's his American agent. Schwartz is an agent to many, many players, a lot of Nuggets players.
Oh, really?
Okay. And then he has an agent in Europe who's probably working behind the scenes to make
I
little
thought he had the
cash.
same agent as Joker overseas. Like,
Jeffrey Schwartz is his agent
okay,
here.
and that's
his
Joker's agent too?
Exactly right.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So then he's got an agent who apparently struck this deal with this Greek team and did not alert the Nuggets of this deal.
That's so wild, man. So wild.
Yeah.
If he talks today or tomorrow or whatever
He's going to talk and he can't dodge the question. It's going to be the first question he gets asked.
No, Bert, you're missing the point here. I don't know when he's talking. I see these tweets. He's going to talk today, and that was 20 hours ago. And I'm like, I don't. Did they tweet
They
that out?
take
like
it
at
a little
1 a.m.?
slow over in Europe, Mose.
Did they tweet
it's
that
a little
out?
slower
Yeah.
lifestyle over there, bro.
They tweet that out, 1 a.m. Lithuania time. Here's the thing.
He's a guest at a basketball symposium of some sort.
That's great. Good for him. The only thing that I want to hear come out of his mouth that I care about would be, this is a wild mistake. I can't wait to play for the Denver Nuggets and compete for a championship. If anything other than that comes out of his face, I don't want to hear it because this is driving me crazy.
I agree.
I don't like being. Listen, I don't like my team being strung along. One, a team that has a chance to win it all, and with him, they've got a good chance. And number two, I don't like to be strung along as a dude. You're stringing me along, Valley, and I don't like it, bro. Now, you may be a good dude. You may have family reasons, and that's fine. Totally fine. But enough of this. Either you're a Nugget or you're not. End of story.
The Altitude Daily. The Morning Sprint.
Before speaking to reporters, this coming from Manos 1908 on Twitter. This seems like it's a translation of what happened today with Valanciunas. He says, quote, once the trade is finalized, we'll put together the plan for the trip to Denver. The team will outline how they see the situation, medicals, and all the details. That part is up to them, Valanciunas said to Basket News. I do like the fact that he was saying it with a smile and laughing. That I'm fine with that.
I just hope that he's not smiling and laughing at Denver all the way to Panathinaikos. Panathinaikos. Where's he playing next year, Raj?
Panathinaikos.
I think he's in Denver. I think he's a Denver Nugget next year. I think the allure of playing with Nikola Jokic and possibly going after a championship. And again, maybe there's a conversation that can be had with Denver brass that goes, you guys have a team option the next year. Let's have a handshake agreement or a head nod agreement of you're not picking up my team option next season.
You want to know where
you get 1 year. You get 1 year with me. And if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. Then I get to go hang out in Mykonos for the rest of my life. But you don't pick up the team option. Maybe that's the way to do this thing.
How far is Mykonos from Athens?
No clue.
Because I don't think
I
those
have
two
no
worlds are
idea.
the same, Raj. You keep talking about Mykonos, which is like the hot spot for like Instagrammers and influencers
If
to go
I've
take
made how much
sweet selfies.
How much money has Valanciunas made in his career?
We talked about it. I think
We talked about it yesterday. He's probably made
119.
a ridiculous amount of money. If I've got 150 sheets in my pocket, he's got 145 million in career earnings prior to making 10 this season if he stays in the NBA. If I've got 150 million, you better believe I'm buying myself a yacht and hanging out in
Mykonos.
Yeah. What is that? The Gulf of Corinth, the Aegean Sea? Is that where that is? No, Mykonos is very far away from Athens.
It's 5 hours and 42 minutes.
And
Lithuania is dang near closer to Athens.
sue me for not knowing where everything is in Greece.
Raj, you have got to be kidding me. You don't know your Grecian formula maps?
My Grecian geography? My Greek geography?
Jonas Valanciunas, guys. You heard it here first. You know where he's playing next year?
Panathinaikos.
Amen.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMac.
My view of it, I don't care if he's grumpy. I don't care if he's got a sad face. I'll put a party hat on him.
Like
We'll take him to In and Out.
But you realize like he doesn't have to show up.
Well, then he's going to lose a lot of money. And he's going to feel it. He's going to feel it. And he ain't going to
I found it very interesting.
He's not going to be playing for Panathinaikos.
I found it very interesting. He said, we'll find out at the beginning of the season. Because that to me says maybe if he doesn't get what he wants here, he's not going to show up. And this is not drama or a saga that you need in the offseason if you want to have a championship team, especially when there's an option who's just a little bit worse that is still out there and wanting to come to your team in Al Horford.
Moser called him a sewer rat.
Valanciunas as a member of the Nuggets.
Right now, I'd rather have a sewer rat than Jonas Valanciunas.
I don't want somebody who doesn't want to play here.
The dude does not abide. The dude does not abide.
I gotcha, but I'm not going to stomach crybabies. And I get you, but if you want to just stomp around and I don't want to be here, tough.
Why create a problem for yourself?
This aggression will not stand, man.
Why? Because it's the best option for a backup for Joker. And listen, by the way, I completely support what the Nuggets brass is doing here. They're not saying that. They're not soft like Moser, Lombardi, and Kane right there, or you, frankly. They're not. They agree with me, not you guys. You guys are like, oh,
no. They're doing stuff because they have to.
No,
from a
you
league
guys
standpoint.
You guys are saying you can welch on a contract if you just are unhappy. And the Nuggets, yes, you are.
No.
And the Nuggets brass is saying, so what? No, you can't. We want you here.
Because if they're going to get out of the contract, that is how they have to approach it.
If who wants to get out of the contract?
The Nuggets.
What makes you think the Nuggets want to get out of the contract?
It doesn't matter if they do or don't.
Hold on.
This is the only way for them to approach it.
Answer my
they
question.
Cannot.
What makes you think they want to get out of the contract?
It doesn't matter if they do or don't. This is the only way they can approach it. You can't go out and say, okay, we're fine with them leaving, blah, blah. You can't do that.
Well,
it doesn't matter if they do or don't. They would never publicly say that.
The Altitude Daily. Kreckman and Lindahl.
Nikola Jokic has informed the Nuggets he will not sign a contract extension this offseason. Team sources tell the Post. Okay? Again, Nikola Jokic has informed the Nuggets he will not sign a contract extension this offseason.
Nobody freak out.
Okay, so here's what's going on. And Josh Kroenke discussed this.
So glad you brought that up. I was going to if you didn't.
At the press conference in which he introduced Ben Tenzer and John Wallace as the new front office. Josh Kroenke was asked if they expected Jokic to sign an extension this offseason. He is extension eligible right now. And Josh Kroenke said, we're going to offer it, and we're also going to explain to him all of the implications of this. But here's why it's not a big deal. Next year, if he waits a season, he can make another $80 million.
$80 million.
Yes, 80 million. So this piece of news has nothing to do with Nikola Jokic doesn't want to be here. It has everything to do with if Jokic waits another year, he can sign, I believe it would be a 4-year, $292 million extension. Right now, he's eligible to sign a 3-year, $212 million extension. So, by chilling for a year, Jokic is going to make another $80 million. It makes all the sense in the world for him to say no. Granted, as I say all of this, like, Katie, I can see the ESPN producers' heads right now. They're tomorrow are going to be like, ooh, let's have Get Up and First Take scream about how Jokic is going to opt out and he's going to go play with Luka, with the Lakers next year. No, that's not at all what this is. It's just if Jokic hangs out for a year, another $80 million.
So 2 things come to mind. Number 1, Nikola Jokic has said a couple times that he would love to be like Tim Duncan and retire a Denver Nugget. The Nuggets have no reasons really not to make that come to fruition.
Right.
They want him here. They will do whatever it takes to make him happy here. And that means waiting a year for an extra $80 million. The other part of this that I want to reiterate is the Nuggets obviously offered, and Josh Kroenke alluded to this, they left it up to him and his camp by saying, whatever you want to do. Here's the pros, here's the cons, here's how this works.
Yeah.
How do we make you happy? But they absolutely had the conversation of like, hey, here's the deal. Let's make sure that we're all happy. We're all on the same page here moving forward. There's no way that those conversations did not happen.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.